Let us discuss another algorithm for the dynamic programming technique, that is Bellman-Ford algorithm. We have already discussed distress algorithm for single source shortest path problem. In the distress algorithm, while discussing, I told you that we should not have cycles in the graph, and if negative edge is there, then the algorithm will not work. Right? Algorithm will not work if the negative edge is there. That is the distress algorithm. And in Bellman-Ford algorithm, we can use the graph with negative edges. We can use the graph with the negative edges, but the graph must be acyclic. It should not contain any cycle. For distress algorithm, if it contains cycles also, it works, right? But for the, because distress algorithm doesn't work for the negative edges, but here, since it works for the negative edges, if it contains cycle, the algorithm will not work. Okay, just remember that for Bellman-Ford algorithm, we need to have a cyclic directed graph. Okay. So consider this graph. This is a cyclic directed graph. This is a cyclic directed graph with negative cost edge or like negative length edge. So you can notice that direct edge from 1 to 3, it is 5. Direct edge from 1 to 3, it is 5. YR2, if we consider 7 minus 5, which is equal to 2. So 1 to 3, the path 1 to 2 is 7, 2 to 3 is minus 5. So 7 minus 5 is 2. So 1 to 3, if we reach YR2, it will be only 2. Okay, it will be only 2. Direct path or direct edge, whatever we have, that will be 5. So 2 is less than 5, right? 2 is less than 5. So obviously, what happens here? It will consider the lesser cost edge. So obviously, it will consider the lesser cost path. So it will consider 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So that is the concept. So when the negative edge lengths are permitted, we require that the graph should not have any cycle. Graph have no cycles with negative length. Okay. This is necessary to ensure that shortest path consists of a finite number of edges. So if we have cycles with negative length, so it will enter into infinity. So consider the graph. So this graph you consider. So we have a negative length cycle here. Okay, negative length cycle here. You can notice that. So 1 to 2 is 1. 1 to 2 is 1. And 2 to, sorry. So 1 to 2 is 1 and 2 to 1 is minus 2. So 1 minus 2, it will be minus 1. 1 minus 1, 0 again. So 0 plus 1 will be 3. If we get that. But what happens here? Every time it will try to find the negative value here, minimum value. It will try to find the minimum value. So it will enter into infinity. So the length of the path from 1 to 3, it becomes infinity. The length of the path you can consider 1 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 1 again. Okay, so it will continue until we reach 3, that will be infinity, but we can make it arbitrarily small. Okay, we can make it arbitrarily small when we don't have the negative length cycle. Okay, when there are no cycles of negative length, there is a shortest path between any two vertices of an n vertex graph that has at most n minus 1 edges. Okay, so I hope you understood. When we have negative length cycle, what happens? So it will enter into infinity. So in the process of finding the minimum cost path, it will enter into infinity. Okay. So recurrence relation for the Bellman-Ford algorithm is distance k of u, which is equal to minimum of distance k minus 1 of u, that is the previous value. Previous value, whatever we have considered from the table, we have to consider that, comma, minimum of distance of k minus 1, comma I, that is from the previously calculated values, plus cost of I to u. Okay, cost of vertex I, that is cost of the edge from I to vertex u. Okay. So consider this directed graph. Okay, in the directed graph, you can notice that we don't have any cycle. Okay, we don't have any cycle, but we have negative edges. So while solving the problem for Bellman-Ford algorithm, always check whether you have a cycle. If you have a negative length cycle, then the problem which you are going to solve has no solution because it will enter into infinity. So always check whether it has a cycle or not. If it has a cycle, don't try to solve that. Okay. So distance k of u is equal to minimum value of I. Okay, for value of I we have to consider here. So distance ku, this is the formula. Okay, distance k minus 1 of u, that is from the table we have to consider. Then distance k minus 1 of I plus distance cost of I to u. Okay, so arrays we have to consider distance k u. This is one array. Okay. So when k is equal to 1, it is one array. When k is equal to 2, it is another array. When k is equal to 3, it is another array. So up to 6. Depending on the value of number of vertices. Here number of vertices is equal to n. Number of vertices is equal to 7 here according to the graph. So 7 minus 1 which is equal to 6. So k will vary from 1 to n minus 1. Okay, k will vary from 1 to n minus 1. I hope you are getting. So we have to try to find all the value, all the arrays for k is equal to 1 to 6. The final array, it will give you the shortest path from the vertex, source vertex to all other vertices. So here for the problem, we have considered source vertex is equal to 1. So I'm going to find out the shortest path from 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6 and 1 to 7. Okay, so initial value of distance ku, that is for k is equal to 1. When k is equal to 1, k is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I value will vary from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But that I value should not be equal to u. Okay, depending on the value you are writing, it should not be equal to u. If you are writing for distance k of 1, the value of I should not be equal to 1. If you are writing for distance of 2, if you are writing for distance of 2, then the value of I should not be for 2. That is 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, it is not required. It will be 0. Okay, we know that from the same vertex to same vertex, the length is 0. So we are not going to consider that. So skip the value when I is equal to u, because that will give you the minimum value 0. Okay, so skip that value. I hope you are getting. Then let us try to write the value. Distance of k1 is equal to 0. This value, it's equal to 0. First column in the table, it's equal to 0 for all the value of k, because 1 is the source node. I don't want for 1 to 1 via 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that is the source node. Source to source node, it is not required. Okay. Then distance of 1, 2, it is equal to 6. Now let us check the direct edge. Let us check the direct edge from 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6 and 1 to 7. Okay. So 1 to 2, it is 6. You can see the graph. 1 to 2, it is 6. So 1 to 2 value is 6. 1 to 3, it is equal to 5. So it is equal to 5. 1 to 4, it is equal to 5. So that is also 5. And for the remaining 3 edges, remaining 3 vertices, we don't have directed. So it will be infinity. I hope you are getting. So that is the value for distance 1. Okay, distance 1. Here distance 1 means I am talking about k. Okay, distance 1 means I am talking about k. That is when k is equal to 1, the first array 0, 6, 5, 5, infinity, infinity and infinity. Okay, then let us try to write for distance 2 of 2, which is equal to minimum of distance 1 of 2. Distance 1 of 2, distance 1 of 2 is 6. Okay, distance 1 of 2 is 6. That is from 1 to 2 minimum value is 6, right? 1 to 2 is minimum value, which we have already calculated. It is stored here. So it is 6. Okay, it is 6. So that's we have noted down here. It is 6. Minimum of distance 1 of I. Distance 1 of I means I value will vary from 1 to 7, but I should not be equal to u. Now u value is 2 here. Okay, for I is equal to 2, I am not writing. For I is equal to 2, I am not writing. So I is equal to 1. When I is equal to 1, it will be 0 plus 6. When I is equal to 1, it is 0 plus 6. This is 0. Okay, this is 0. And then you have to check the graph. You have to check the graph. What is 1 to 2? It is equal to 6. Okay, it is equal to 6. Now, value for 3 from the table, it is equal to 5. Okay, it is equal to 5. Now I have to check from 3 to 2. I value is 3. Okay, 3 to 2. Check this. 3 to 2 is minus 2. Check the graph. Okay, check the graph and write the value here. 5 minus 2, comma 5 plus infinity. From 4 you check. From 4 you check. That is 4 to 2 we have to check. 4 to 2 I don't have any direct edge, so it will be infinity. So then next, from I is equal to 5, infinity from the previous value, from the table you consider. I is equal to 5, it is equal to infinity plus 5 to 2. 5 to 2 also I don't have direct edge. 5 to 2 I don't have edge, so it will be infinity. From 6 also we don't have edge, so it will be infinity. From 7 also we don't have edge to 2, so it will be infinity. Among all this, you select the one which is minimum. So here for I is equal to 3, you are getting the minimum, right? 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3, so that will be assigned. Okay, that will be assigned. Right, for distance 3, distance 2 of 3. For distance 2 of 3, you have to calculate in the same way as I told you for 2. So minimum of distance 1 of 3, distance 1 of 3, distance 1 of 3 is 5. Okay, note down that. Then minimum of distance 1 of 5 from the table. From the table we have to consider. So from 1 it will be 0. 0 plus 1 to 3, it is equal to 5. Okay, see the graph. 1 to 3, it is equal to 5. 0 plus 5. From 2 to 3. From 2 to 3, we don't have direct edge, so it will be 6 plus infinity. Okay, it will be 6 plus infinity. It will be 6 plus infinity. From 4, 3, for 3 you don't write, because 3 is, u value is 3. Okay, skip that. So for I is equal to 4, we have to write. So 5 plus minus 2. 5 plus minus 2. So from 3 to 4, sorry, from 4 to 3. 4 to 3, you see the graph. 4 to 3, you see the graph. It is minus 2. 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. So then infinity plus infinity, because for 3 we don't have direct edge from 5, 6 and 7. So it will be add infinity to the previous value. So it will be infinity. Among all this, 3 is the minimum value. Okay, 3 is the minimum value. So write that. So it will be updated in the table. Okay, 3, 3. Then for distance of 4, again distance 1 of 4 is equal to 5, right? So write 5. This is from the first row you have to consider. Okay, 5, because we are writing distance 2. Second row we are writing, from first row you have to consider. So 5 comma minimum of, from 1 it will be 0 plus 5. For 4 it is 0 plus 5. What is that 0? From this table, 0. Okay, first value 1, 1, it is 0. So 0. Then 6 plus infinity, because from 2 we don't have direct edge to 4. So 6 plus infinity. Then from 3 also we don't have direct edge to 4. So here you can notice, for 4 we have only one incoming edge from 1, that is 5. So the 5 will be retained as it is. So it is equal to 5. From remaining it will be infinity. You can notice from 2 also we don't have, from 3 we don't have, 5 don't have, 6 don't have, and 6, 7 also we don't have. So it will be equal to 5. Similarly, while writing for 5, from 1 we don't have direct edge, so 0 plus infinity. From 2 we have an edge, so it will be minus 1. Edge cost is minus 1. For 2 we have the value 6 from the first value, that is when k is equal to 1, we have the minimum value 6. So 6 minus 1. Then from 3 also we have one edge to 5. So 3 to 5 it is equal to 1. So it is equal to 5 plus 1. From 4 we don't have direct edge to 5. From 5 or from 6 we don't have, and from 7 we don't have. Among all this, minimum value is 6 minus 1, which is equal to 5. For 6, if we write again 1 to 6, it is infinity. 2 to 6, it is infinity. 3 to 6, it is infinity. And 4 to 6, it is minus 1. Previous value is 5, pi minus 1. Okay. And then 5 to 6, it is infinity. 6 to 6, it is infinity. So new value we have got for 6, it is equal to 4. So 1 to 6, it is equal to 4. Okay. 1 to 6, it is equal to 4. For 7, we did not get any minimum cost path, because from 1 we don't have the direct edge, infinity, from 2 we don't have, from 3 we don't have, from 4 we don't have, from 5 also, from 5 we have, but 1 to 5 is not reachable. Still it is not reachable, it is infinity. So infinity plus 3. For 1 to 6, it is not reachable, infinity plus 3. In the second row, it is updated, but in the first row, it is not updated. So distance 2, it will be infinity. Okay. Now, using the second row, we have to write the third row. Okay. Using the second row, we have to write the third row. If we use the second row and write the third row, so for 2, we are going to write. For 2, we are going to write 3, comma 0 plus 6. 1 to 2 is 6. Minimum value is 3. From where you have got this 3? From the table 3. Okay. Distance 2 of 2, it is 3. Then I is equal to 1. 1 to 2 is 6. Okay. When I is equal to 3, from the table it will be equal to 3. This value. Okay. Whatever the value we have, you write it as it is. Here 3, write that 3. Okay. Here 0 we have written 0. Okay. For the, here we have 3. Here also write 3. 3 plus 2 to 3. Sorry, 3 to 2, it is equal to minus 2. 3 to 2 is it is equal to minus 2. Then 4 to 2 is infinity. 5 to 2 is infinity. 6 to 2 is infinity. 7 to 2 is infinity. So minimum value 3 minus 2, it is equal to 1. Like this, you write for distance 3 of 3, which is equal to 3. Distance 3 of 4, it's equal to 5. Distance 3 of 5, it is equal to 2. And distance 3 of 6, it is equal to 4. And distance 3 of 7, it is equal to 7. Okay, so update the table. I hope you understood this. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Do you have any doubts? Okay, I hope you understood how to apply the formula. I have solved it, but I'll tell you because of the time constraint, I'll tell you the values. Okay, I'll tell you the values. So here, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, so distance 4 of 2. For distance 4 of 2 means you have to write the distance from 1 to 4, 2 to 4, like that you have to write. So here, first we are writing for 2. First we are writing for 2. So 1 to 2 is 0 plus 6. 3 to 2 is 3 minus 1. 4 to 2 is 5 plus infinity. 5 to 2 is 2 plus infinity. 6 to 2 is 4 plus infinity. 7 to 2 is 7 plus infinity. So minimum value is 1 here. So 1 will be written. Then distance 4 of 3. Distance 4 of 3 is from the previous value, that is from the third row, we have got the minimum value 3. Okay, for distance 4, we have got the value 3. Then here from 1 to 3, it is equal to 5. So 0 plus 5. From 2 to 3, we don't have direct edge. From 4 to 3, we have directed with minus 2. So 5 minus 2. From 5 to 3, it is infinity. 6 to 3 is infinity, and 7 to 3 is infinity, because we don't have direct edge. So minimum value is 3. It will not be changed. Distance 4 also, it will not be changed, because we have only one incoming edge for 4, that is the direct edge. So it will be 5 only. For 5, whether we could change, we have to check now. So 1 to 5, we don't have direct edge. So it is infinity. Then 2 to 5, we have minus 1. So 1 minus 1, it is equal to 0. Then 3 to 5, it is equal to 1. 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. Then 5 plus infinity. From 4, we don't have direct edge to 5. So it will be infinity. From 6, we don't have direct edge. From 7 also, we don't have direct edge to 5. So it will be infinity. So minimum value is 0. That will be updated. So minimum value for 6, from 1 it will be infinity, from 2 it will be infinity, from 3 also it will be infinity, from 4 it is 5 minus 1. So for 6, 5 minus 1 which is equal to 4, and from 5 it will be infinity, from 7 also it will be infinity. So minimum value is 4, and for 7 it has got updated to 7 previously. Now minimum value is 7, minimum of 0 plus infinity, 1 plus infinity, 3 plus infinity, 5 plus infinity, then 2 plus 3. From 5 we have a edge to 7, right? So 5 to 7 it is equal to 3. So 2 plus 3, and then 6 to 7 it is equal to 3. 4 plus 3 which is equal to, the minimum value is 2 plus 3, 5. So here this is from this is the fifth array. This is the fifth array. So distance of 5, 2 is equal to 1. 5, 3 it is equal to 3. Then 5, 4 it is equal to 5. 5, 5 it is equal to 0. And 5, 6 it is equal to 4. And 5, 7 it is equal to 3. Again it got reduced with the new value of 5 is equal to 5. So 0 plus 3. Okay, 0 plus 3. For 1 to 5 it is 0. And then 5 to 7 it is equal to 3. So 0 plus 3 is equal to 3. Okay, this is the distance 6. For 2 it is 1. For 3 it is equal to 3. For 4 it is equal to 5. And for 5 it is equal to 0. And for 6 it is equal to 4. And for 7 it's equal to 3. So these are the minimum, that is shortest path from 1 to all other vertices. I hope you understood this concept. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, that is last row. Last row, whatever we have got, that is the shortest path from 1 to all other vertices. So 1 to 1 is 0, 1 to 2 is 1, 1 to 3 is 3, 1 to 4 is 5, 1 to 5 is 6, and 1 to 4 is 7, 1 to 7 is 3. Okay, so that is the shortest path from 1 to all other vertices. So this is the algorithm, Bellman-Ford algorithm. For the Bellman-Ford algorithm, we are passing 4 variables: v, cost, distance, and n. It will find out the single source shortest path. That is, single source means one source node, and all other vertices will be destination. Okay, with the negative cost edge. With the negative cost edge, for I is equal to 1 to n. So we are going to initialize the distance. Distance of I is equal to cost of v comma I. So from the source vertex to all other vertices, we are going to write the direct edge value in this distance of I. Then for k is equal to 2 to n minus 1. This is for the second row. From the second row up to n minus 1. So if we have n number of vertices, then it will be n minus 1. For example, we had 7 number of vertices. We have taken k is equal to up to 6. For each u such that u not equal to v and u has at least one incoming edge, do. For each I comma u in the graph, do. If distance of u is greater than distance of I plus cost of I u, then distance of u is equal to distance of I plus cost of IU. This new value, distance of I via distance of IU, will be considered if it is the minimum value. If it is the minimum value, it will check with the direct edge distance of u, then it will check with the via edge, that is via path, via vertex u. Okay, distance of I plus cost of IU. If it is lesser, then it will be updated. But whatever we have done with the recurrence formula, the same thing it has written here. Okay, I hope you understood this concept. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, I hope you don't have any doubts. So I'll take class at again at 10 and 11:15. Okay, join after 10 minutes. Okay, I'll end the class. Thank you.